Good morning, students. Welcome to session 5. I hope you all are doing well and had a great week. Today, we are going to begin with a new topic of English language, which is question tags. First, let us understand what are question tags. Question tags are not actually sentences, but they turn a sentence to a question. They turn a sentence to a question. Question tags are also known as tag questions, and they turn a statement into a question. We can also say that it changes an assertive sentence to an interrogative sentence, and they are often used for checking information that we think we know is true, but we still need a confirmation. For example, is she sleeping? Isn't it? So you need a confirmation. You need that this thing is for sure true, and that is why we use question tags. Now let us understand how these question tags are formed. These question tags are formed using auxiliary verbs, which are also known as helping verbs. For example, is, has, have, were, was. And also using subject pronoun like I, she, he, you. Let's see some examples of question tags. I don't need to finish this today, do I? Your mum hasn't met me before, has she? Your parents have retired, haven't they? It was raining that day, wasn't it? Now, two important rules that you need to remember for making question tags are that if the main clause is positive, that means the clause before the comma is positive, then the question tag has to be negative. I repeat, if the main clause is positive, the question tag has to be negative. I'm going to read the examples. It's cold. It's positive. Isn't it? Negative. She is sleeping. The clause is positive. So the question tag will be negative. Isn't she? It is a nice cup. Positive. Isn't it? Negative. Second rule, that if the main clause is negative, the question tag will be positive. If the main clause before the comma is negative, then the question tag will be positive. For example, it isn't cold, negative. So the question tag will be positive. Is it? She isn't sleeping, negative. Is she? Positive. It's not a nice cup, negative. The question tag will be positive, which is it? Now let us understand a few exceptions. The first exception is that if the clause does not have an auxiliary verb, we add our own auxiliary verb, which will be either don't, doesn't, or didn't, like how we ask normal question. But if the clause has an auxiliary verb, we use that and with the same pronoun given in the question. Let's read the examples. Jenny eats cheese, doesn't she? So there is no is, there is no has, there is no have. So we have added our own auxiliary verb, which is doesn't. I said that already, didn't I? She lives in a tent, doesn't she? You love sandwiches, don't you? So the pronouns are there, but there is no helping verb. So we have added our own helping verb, which can either be don't, doesn't, or didn't. Another exception is that the question tag in the clause which starts with I am will be aren't I and not am I not. Okay, let me read it once again. The question tag after I am will be aren't I and not am I not. Let me read out the example so you can understand it well. I'm in charge of the food, aren't I? I'm the monitor of the class, aren't I? I'm one of your favorite, aren't I? I'm the best dancer here, aren't I? I'm awesome, aren't I? I'm taller than you, aren't I? So all the sentences that will begin with I am, I'm, they will have the question tag as aren't I. That's an exception that you have to remember. Let us see some more examples to make it even easier. First, let us see positive clauses with negative tags. They live in London, don't they? So no helping verb. We have added our own helping verb, don't. We are working tomorrow, aren't we? It was cold yesterday, wasn't it? So we have the helping verb was and we have added was in the question tag itself. He went to the party last night, didn't he? No helping verb. We have added our own didn't. We were waiting at the station, weren't we? They've been to Japan, haven't they? She's been studying a lot recently, hasn't she? He had forgotten his wallet, hadn't he? We'd been working, hadn't we? Now we are going to see some examples of negative sentences with positive tags. One more thing that I want you to notice is that look at my voice annotation when I say the clause and when I say the question tag. I want you to notice the voice modulation that I do while speaking the clause and while speaking the question tag. While I'll say the sentence, my voice remains normal, but when I say the question tag, my voice becomes more interrogative and it becomes more calmer. So please note that. I'm going to read out the examples for you. She doesn't have any children, does she? The bus isn't coming, is it? She wasn't at home yesterday, was she? They didn't go out last Sunday, did they? You weren't sleeping, were you? She hasn't eaten all the cake, has she? He hasn't been running in this weather, has he? We hadn't been to London before, had we? You hadn't been sleeping, had you? I hope you all would have understood the topic really nicely, and on the basis of that I have made an exercise for you which you will be doing in your fair notebooks if you have made them. If not, then try doing them on the loose sheets and then get them checked by me when we join the school again. I'm going to read the exercise for you. Mr. Gupta is from Punjab. The car isn't in the garage. You are Raj. She went to the library yesterday. He didn't recognize me. Cars pollute the environment. Mrs. Datta has been to Scotland recently. The trip is very expensive. He won't tell her. James had a red car. I'm late. They are waiting. He has left. It works. I've finished. You like it? You can see him. I'm not late. He isn't leaving. He hasn't finished. Only one important thing to keep in your mind is that positive sentence, negative question tag, negative sentence, positive question tag. And if you are doing that correctly, then all your answers will be correct. Moving on, today we'll be doing one topic in creative writing as well, which is notice writing. But before that, let us understand some important points about notice writing. What actually is a notice? A notice is a formal piece of communication issued by someone to a large number of people in an organization. For example, if a teacher is organizing a workshop for the students of class 6th, she is not going to go to every class and give diary note to each and every one of you. She can just put up a notice on the bulletin board and you all can come and see all the information written on that piece of paper about the workshop. This becomes an easier way to communicate from one person to a large number of people in an organization. Second point, a notice is always in a box. So 1 mark goes for the box. So never forget to make the box. Without it, the notice writing will be incomplete. It should contain relevant but complete information. So your notice should have important information but complete information like when, where, how, who will be coming, or you have to give the names to whom. All the information has to be there. And it should be very precise. You should not add any irrelevant information in your notice writing, as the word limit is only of 50 to 75 words. We should not forget to write what, when, where, etc. How I told you that important information and complete information is a must in notice writing. Let us see the format of notice writing. On the top, you're going to write the name of the institution or the organization. If the institution's name is given in the question, then you write that one. If not, then you make up your own name. For example, here we have to write Lakshman Public School. Then you leave a line and you write the word notice in capital NOTICE. Then you leave a line on the left side, you're going to write the date. Date, month, year. I've given the example as well. Then you leave a line and in the center you have to write the heading. The heading is the topic on which you're writing the notice about. If I'm writing it for the workshop, then it will be workshop for class 6th. Then you're going to write the body, that will be the content of your notice, how it's going to happen, when, where, what is the topic and all these things. Then you'll write that in the body. Then you leave a line on the left side, you're going to write your name and your designation. That is the post of the person. That means if you are the teacher of art department, then you're going to write head of art department. Alright, let's see some samples that will become more easier for you. Let's see sample 1 that I've taken from your grammar book itself. Anshul has lost his water bottle in the school, so he put up the following notice on the school notice board. Okay, let's see the answer. On the top, he has written the name of the school, left a line, written the word notice, left a line, left hand side corner, the date, left a line in the center, the subject of his notice, which is lost, so he has lost his bottle, so he has made his own subject. You can make anything related to the topic, obviously. Let's read out the content. I lost a 500 ml Milton steel flask in a black leather case on July so and so. The bottle has a slight dent near the upper edge, otherwise it is quite new. Most probably, I left it in the basketball court. Anybody who finds it may kindly return it to me in the break or deposit it with Mr. R.K. Sinha in the school office. I promise a treat to the finder. His name, his roll number and class. So just note that he has given all the required information. Let's see one more sample. I'm going to read out the question for you. You are the secretary of the school music club of Little World School. Your school is celebrating 7th Inter-School Music Carnival for the students of classes 6 to 12th. Write a notice inviting those who are interested to appear for an audition in the presence of a renowned singer, Mr. Gautam Sharma. So here they have already mentioned your post, they have already given the name of the school, and they have also mentioned one important thing, that there is going to be some important person on the audition. So all these information has to be there in your answer. Let's see the answer. Little World School, the name of the school which is already given. Notice, the date, then topic, Inter-School Music Carnival. Okay, let's read the content. The school is celebrating 7th Inter-School Music Carnival for classes 6th to 12th on 30th May 2020. The students who are interested to take part may submit their names for the audition, which will be held in the presence of a renowned singer, Mr. Gautam Sharma, on 27th May 2020. The last date for submission of names is 20th May 2020. And for more information, contact the undersigned. So if anybody needs any other information, they can contact the Secretary of Music Club, which is you. Then you, on the left side, you write your name and your post, which is Cultural Secretary. Okay, so now when you are done with the format, you know how to write a notice. I want you to do 2 questions as your homework. I'm going to read out the questions and explain them to you how you'll go about it. Okay. Your school is organizing a workshop for the whole school to make them understand the precautions to be taken to handle the aftermath of the coronavirus. Write a notice for the school notice board to invite all the students for the same. So after we are done with all these lockdown and after we find a cure for coronavirus, there are still going to remain some consequences that we have to take precautions from. Alright, so the school is going to organize a workshop for the whole school to make them understand how these precautions should be taken care of. Okay. So you have to mention where is the workshop going to happen, when is the workshop going to happen. It's compulsory for all the students to come and join the workshop. All this information has to be there in your notice. So there is no name of the school mentioned here. You can add your own school, own date, everything can be on your own. The second question is, you are the sports secretary of Bharatiya Vidyapeeth School, Mumbai. Your school is organizing an annual school sports meet. Write a notice to inform the students about the schedule for the selection of students for various events. So here they have mentioned the name of the school and your post, and they have also given the topic of the notice. Now you have to maintain a schedule, you have to make your own schedule, and you have to add what all events do you want in your meet. So all this information has to be your own. I hope you had a great session today and you'll be able to do the homework on your own and send them to me on WhatsApp. I will be checking your homework there. Now, if you still have any doubts, you can ask them from me in the comment section below. I'll be replying to them. I'll be seeing you next week, Monday. Till then, take care of yourself.